So I have a lot of material that needs to be hauled out of my property, and even more that needs to be hauled in for the driveway and for other needs that I am anticipating. And I was in the market for a dump trailer to pull behind the truck, behind the pickup, and discovered very quickly how expensive they are, even for a relatively light duty one. So I started going online and looking for, basically an old dump truck, something that's heavy duty but doesn't cost very much. I don't care how junky it is, etc. As long as it's heavy duty, reliable, dump works. And I found what I was looking for in St. Paul, about 350 miles away. And so far, I think it was a good choice. From what I can tell, it's going to be able to do the jobs that I need it to do. We'll see. The tires on this thing are almost brand new, and they're 11R 22.5s, which are the same size as on my semi. And I know from experience that the value of the tires alone are worth the $3,000 that the entire truck costs. So I'm thinking I got a pretty good deal on this. Take a look at the new dump truck, 1971 GMC C60 with the semi tires. So here's my nice trip back from St. Paul, Minnesota, about 350 miles, and this old dump truck is not made to do long distance highway stuff, but it sure has a nice looking dash. I mean, look how brand new everything looks. I've never seen such a fancy interior to a vehicle, I know. But hey, it steers true, it rolls down the highway just fine, even though everybody passes me. I'm not concerned about that. Drove it back from St. Paul yesterday, and it did just fine. 52 miles an hour. The very low gearing on this thing, and did just fine. The truck costs about what the tires cost. So there we go. There it is, puffing away. Hey, she fits in this garage, no problem. Look at that. Look at all that extra room to slide this thing into. Oh yeah, no problem. If I wouldn't have raised that header board 2 inches, there's no way it would fit in here. Same story with the excavator. Dump works really well. This thing is gonna have a lot of use on my property, especially for building my driveway and hauling material out and hauling material in. That's a very good thing. For $3,000, it's in pretty darn good shape, actually, in terms of how everything works. Let's lower this thing here. Goes the dump. All right. Depending on the photographic perspective, my pretty good size Ram truck almost dwarfs this dump truck, but more realistically, the dump truck is a lot bigger than the Ram pickup. It's actually 8 feet tall, and the big semi tires. I mean, my Ram has 37s, and it's just about as tall. It's almost 8 feet tall itself. But the dump truck weighs 10,400 pounds dry. Pickup is under 8. So anyways, none of that really matters as long as it does what it needs to do.